send a message, I will get back to you, and I try to get back to you as soon as I have a chance. And I try to respond to emails promptly. So I try to be as accessible as I can with 4 offices. So all right, great.
Awesome. I have a question. Rich, if we, so we're doing a food drive, obviously, and even though it's over, technically, we're trying to raise the funds by August 3rd. If we wanted to go prospecting with this in August and ask for people to donate, for instance, supplies, you know how like we've done that before, like door knocking with some paper bags and leaving them with them and then picking them up later. Is that something that is okay, or what are the rules around that right now?
There really are none. As of June 15th, you know, the state declared everything was open. You know, there is this variant. There's no restriction on door knocking. If I were you and I was door knocking, I definitely wear a mask. You don't know what you're going to get on the other side of that door. So I would wear a mask, try to stand back when they answer the door. But absolutely, there's absolutely no restrictions on door knocking right now.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Great question. Thank you. And next slide. Word from David Enrick, our new Larchmont escrow officer. David, are you on the line? I guess David's not here. We'll probably hear from him then next week. And core services. Andy, are you on the line?
I am on the line. I am not visible, but hopefully you can all hear me.
But we're still graced by your presence.
I'm in the car. So not a whole lot going on. I am teaching an appraisal class, Appraisal 101 in August 18th, I believe at 2 p.m. I'm sure Cameron will send out that information. We're going to go through and look at how to read an appraisal. We're going to go through and discuss what appraisers are looking for. We're going to try to step inside their head a little bit and look at comparables and obviously where the market is and things like that. So that's August 18th, I believe 2 p.m. In terms of the market, I know I sound like a broken record. The media is doing a really good job. I'm sure you've all seen it. Lots of talk about the housing bubble is slowing down and buyers are slowing down and the market is slowing down. And that is obviously not the case. There was a big report that came out. Home sales are definitely down, and it's directly related to the inventory factor. Also, home builders, one of the largest home builders in the nation, I think it's DL or DR Horton, has voluntarily and intentionally pulled back on new build projects because it's so difficult to get things like appliances, and tradespeople are so busy and materials are so expensive and so backed up. So that is also contributing to the housing problem. It has nothing to do with a housing bubble bursting. There's nothing on the market, and builders are having a really tough time at keeping up. I was actually with family over the weekend. I have a cousin who's a builder in Kansas City and Overland Park area in Kansas, and they're doing the same thing. It's tough, so they're picking and choosing their products or their projects because it's next to impossible to get things like appliances on time, and everything is delayed. And the longer these builders keep these projects on the books, the more expensive it is. So anyway, that's all I got.
Right after this line. Okay. Well,
hey, Rob, we can hear you all.
Sorry. Thank you. Sorry about that. Thank you, Andy, so much for the information. I know that I've shared on the 9 a.m. meetings how it's gone up 2,400% in Google searches for housing bubble. And doesn't mean that's happening, but it means it's on people's minds. So this is where we can show our value and be a resource to actually tell people what the truth is and what the facts are out there, and not just the hearsay. And thank you so much for that information. Moving on to Raha, who I think might be on vacation. Raha, are you on? Okay, Raha is on vacation, well-deserved, as we all know. And after that, we have Clearmark Title, which today, if I'm not mistaken, we have Grace sharing.
Yes, Grace and Ben. Ben is going to be on the screen here.
There you go.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Grace. I'm from Clearmark Title. And today we wanted to introduce you to Clearmark Title's Title Toolbox. It's Clearmark Title's farming software. It offers 24/7 access to property profiles and lets you create forms with a multitude of different filters. It has the ability for users to purchase numbers and emails as well, 7 cents and 5 cents. So if anyone would like to set it up, you can contact customer service, cs@clearmarktitle.com, or me at grace@clearmarktitle.com. And Ven's gonna walk you through how to use the Title Toolbox on the desktop. You can also get it as an app on your phone, but I actually prefer Property Force because Property Force doesn't really shut down on you, whereas the Title Toolbox kind of has a glitch, I realize. So I think Property Force will be better for your app. And then the code for Property Force is GLEE 2978. And there's also a desktop version for this as well. It's propertyforcemobile.com. And Ven, can we get Ven on the screen?
He is.
If you guys can share my computer one, the desktop one, please. Or give access to that one.
2978. Yes. And for the desktop for Property Force, it's propertyforcemobile.com, and it's gonna direct you to Title Pro 247, and then the invite code there is gonna be Grace Lee 1, the number 1.
And can anybody just reach out to you and get that information via email?
Of course.
Great.
Yes. I emailed a lot of agents about that too. So, okay.
Awesome.
So Ven, can you take over?
Yeah, thanks,
Okay.
Grace. I'm trying to show my face here, but I don't know why I can't. But anyway, you don't need to see my face. Thanks, guys, for having us. Here is just a high-level overview of this product that we're utilizing. With all this talk about farms and leads and whatnot, just wanted to share this. Some of you agents have access to it, some of you guys do not, but I think we should probably do a refresher course on this in terms of training. I don't want to take too much of the time today, but ultimately there's a vast amount of tools here that are very useful to your business. One being, the reports. We offer full property profiles that are SB 133 compliant, that allows you to look up property information. You can even pull documents, official documents of the deeds, the trustees, and so on and so on. Searches, we can do farms, and I'll run through one real quick in a little bit. But the farms, you can identify, owner-occupied statuses. You can identify the renters. You can identify certain leads that I'll share with you in a little bit as well. Turnover ratios, which is a huge thing. 100 homes selling in a neighborhood in the last year with a 4% turnover ratio. I mean, 4 properties sold. So keep that in mind, and it will give you an idea on how to go after those specific target marketing, if you will. Track utilities, same thing. It has to do with the turnover ratio, as I discussed earlier. And then finally, down here, farms, once they are completed and once they are done and they're saved in your account, they update every week. In other words, once it's in there, when you go back to it, any type of movement, somebody sold, somebody did it off, someone got a new loan, for example, it searches that and it updates it for you automatically. Okay. Any questions before I go to the real quick, showing what it looks like? So here's Title Toolbox, and I will bring up a slide later on with this information on how to sign up, and or you can utilize this information here, or you can just email or call Grace or myself. Property search. This is where you would identify and locate properties for your property profiles. Okay, click on that button. You would fill in the required information. It will auto guess for you once you know what it is. Just click on it. Makes it a lot easier. I'm going to fast forward a lot of this because I already instead of waiting for it to load, I'm just I already pre-did everything. So once you're here, you'll hit profile with comps and generate profile, and then you'll get to this page here, which is the profile page. Okay, again, it has all the current information that you need for either a listing or just questions in general that a seller might have or a buyer might have about a specific property you might want to put an offer on. Okay, but yeah, here's all the data, and again, everything is that's hyperlinked like this. You can click on, you can grab the actual document. Give it a sec. There it is. So this is a recorded trust deed on the property. Date stamps and all that stuff is all here, all the details. Okay. Now, also, there's also a quick one-pager information if you wanted to pull that as well. So you have that. It's just a quick summary of everything. And then this one here is the net sheet. Net sheet's it comes up a lot. You guys don't have to always go to either escrow or another program. This is built in here as well. Over here at when you put in the address, you hit net sheet. This will come up. Okay, comes in a nice PDF format that you can print out and give to your client, email to your client, whichever it is. For example, everything in here is also customizable. All right, so if they sell it at the specific price of $2 million, $2,009,300, they will net this much based on the encumbrances, based on the commission fees, based on the settlement fees, title, escrow, and so on. And again, it all can be manipulated. Let me just click on it real quick for you. Yeah, so here, it can be manipulated to, if you're doing a listing for 1.5%, for example, family member, you have that as well. Okay, perfect.
Hey, Ben,
yeah.
can you do that on the phone, the net sheet?
You can do it on the phone. Yes, you can do that on the phone and net sheet. So just as Grace was saying, you can download the app, Title Toolbox app, on the app Apple Store or the Google Store, and the credentials are exactly the same. Okay, to log in. However, when you log on to this Title Toolbox, you have to go through this URL right here, clearmarktitlettoolbox.com. And to sign up, again, you can email, call us, text us, or simply go to the website. On the top right button, there's a green button, hit the sign up button, fill in the boxes and choose Grace Lee as your rep, and we'll get you all set up and ready to go.
Awesome. So for the desktop site, that's what we do, but otherwise we just use the app to sign up with the same
Correct.
stuff as property. Yeah, okay.
The same credentials,
Cool.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome, thank you.
Any other questions? Cameron, I think we should definitely set up a refresher / farming class. That way you can show the group how to utilize that information going forward as well.
I know I would gladly welcome a refresher class on that. And I can tell you that the net sheets that I've used a lot of times for my recent listings have been invaluable, because as I'm doing the listing presentation and I even have the suggested amount that I want to list the home for. That's always the question I get, and I can already have it there ready to go. And I love the fact that it's more than just numbers. You guys have the graphic chart, because then visually it's able to just communicate what you want to communicate.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you, Ben.
Okay.
Valuable tool, and we'll look forward to having your class soon.
Okay, thank you so much.
And as we switch back, right now we're highlighting them, and we're waiting to switch back. There we go.
There you
And the app. Okay, Agent Happenings. Let's go in Agent Happenings. Birthdays, yay! Eileen Gill is on the 29th, along with Shia, and the 31st is Paul Yu, and on August 2nd is Kimberly Park. Yay, happy birthday to you. Wow, closed escrows. This is great. A lot of closed escrows today. We have Steve Senegram and Champ Davenport. We have Andrea Day, Bates Hennington, Laura Anderson, and Maury Leitner. Day Young has got 2 there. Tiffany's got 1. Christina Kim, Eileen Lanza on Van Ness. Gina and Cecilia on Vermont. Michelle Mena, Scenic Drive for myself. Anna Lee and Dave Lubell, Craig Spano, John Dickey, and Dragana. Congratulations. Yay. New escrows. Here we go. We have Serge on Normandy, Tiffany on Baton Rouge, Day Young on Hobart, the Barrentine Group on Deronda, Christina Kim on Beach, Charlotte Blake on East Del Mar, Tiffany on Yorktown, David LaBelle and Craig Spano on New Hampshire, Heidi Davis on Maryland, and Hayden on June Rose, which just went into escrow. Yay, congratulations everyone. Closed leases is Matthew Lavi on Mariposa, Christina Kim on Prestwick, Christina Kim on Leeward, and Ian Michael and Howard on South Flower. Yay, congratulations on closed leases. New listings, here we come. Single family. Okay, John Barrentine from the Barrentine Group. He's got one on Comstock, number 16, 2 beds, 3 baths for 1.449. Let's just call it 1.45. It looks lovely. And the Barrentine Group, John Barrentine and Charles Marquardt, they've got one on Crescent Heights Boulevard for 3 beds, 2 baths, 1698, 1,700 square feet for 1.599. Let's call it 1.6. Pete Buonocore, he's got this beautiful listing on Rossmore, 5 beds, 5 baths, 5,800 square feet for 5.25. That's beautiful. Charlotte, wow, this is a stunning picture. Charlotte's got one on Laurel View Drive, 4 beds, 4.5 baths for 4,400 square feet at 3.795. Charlotte, did you want to speak about this?
Yeah, this is the pocket that I've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. We're bringing it to the MLS. We were supposed to do it tomorrow, but the tenant is not feeling well, so we're actually going to put it on the MLS on Tuesday, the 3rd. Can't show it until the 17th of August, though, and we will be having brokers open on the 17th. I can only show it twice a month, so if anybody has anybody interested in it, the 17th during Caravan is the time to come.
Okay, so it's only being shown twice a month, so everybody should get their appointments in.
Yeah, it's going to be at the 17th, 11 to 2, assuming all is well with the tenant's health, and we'll see when the next one is. I'm kind of hoping we sell it that day, personally.
Fabulous. Looks great.
It's beautiful. The views are absolutely spectacular. You can see all the way to Catalina, Long Beach, downtown, Palos Verdes, completely unobstructed. There's no wires, anything like that, but there are a lot of steps to get up to that view. And it's super private. It's gated on a cul-de-sac. It's gorgeous.
Great. Thank you. Carlos, he's got one on Smiley Drive, 4 beds, 2 baths, 1,400 square feet for $929,000. Carlos, did you want to talk about this? Are you on the line?
Yeah, this is a duplex with, it's got a lot of development potential because it does have a garage in the back to add an extra ADU. And also maybe another unit on top. And we'll probably be going on market next week. We're doing pictures today, but if anybody wants more information, I can email them.
Great.
Is it currently tenant occupied, Carlos?
It's tenant occupied, it's the owners, but they're gonna, it's gonna be delivered vacant.
Great, thanks.
Great. Thank you. Jine has one on Windsor, 6 beds, 4 baths, 3,600 square feet for $2.2 million. Light and area, that looks lovely. Kalina has one on Sepulveda Boulevard, 4 beds, 2 baths, 1,392 square feet for $605,000. Christina Kim and Dae Young, they have one on Virgil Drive, number 401, 2 beds, 2 baths, 1,164 square feet for $725,000. I didn't see Christina. Are you on the line? Is Dae Young on the line? No, guess not. And another one from Kalina on Sepulveda Boulevard for 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,000 square feet for $505,000. Jaqueline has one on Carrera. It looks like number 45C in Colombia. Fascinating. 3 beds, 1 bath for $65,000. That's a buy. You can't get that in California, that's for sure. Looks great. So if anybody has anybody overseas that wants to go to Colombia, there you go. Star and Dragana. You've got one on Marlin, 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,400 square feet for $829,000. And I will let you take that away.
This is in Lake Balboa. It's just adjacent to Encino, Van Nuys, sweet little area neighborhood. The 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, really big yard. The lot is over 6,400 square feet. And there's a flex room that can be home office, gym, den, 2 areas to lounge outside. Really, really sweet. We are actually just listing later today. We're not on the MLS yet. We will be showing only on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's the owner still at the house with a dog that will be leaving shortly. All righty, come by and see me. Thanks.
Thank you. That looks like a really nice little place. Next up, leases coming up. Let's see the leases. Heidi Davis has one on Gower Street. In fact, I passed it on the way to the office today. I noticed it. 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,800 square feet for $7,800. Leslie has one on Hudson, 2 beds, 2 baths, 1,600 square feet for $4,700. Tiffany has one on June Street, 1 bed, 1 bath, 550 square feet for $2,550 a month. Nina has one on Detroit Street, 3 beds, 3 baths, 1,500 square feet for $3,900 a month. And pocket listings. Does anybody have any pocket listings coming up that they would like us to know about? Anything coming up in the chat? Okay, great. And before we leave, wants and needs, fill the bucket. Does anybody have any wants or needs? If you're online, feel free to put it in the chat and Cam will communicate that. Anybody in the office, any wants or needs?
This is Tim. I'm wondering if anybody could put in the chat if they have a favorite staging company. I have a client that's asked what we think are the best staging companies. So I'd appreciate that if anybody has any input.
That'd be great. And we're handing it over to Cam.
Hey Tim, so we actually use a company called Ford Wilshire. They literally handle everything for staging, cosmetics, getting everything done for like 3D renderings. I'll shoot you over an email after just so you have it, but yeah, it's a great company and it's all in-house.
Thank you, Cam. Always a resource. Any other wants or needs?
I mentioned someone I know they're looking for 20.
Hayden Abler.
Yes. Someone I know, they're always looking for apartment buildings, west side from West Hollywood down to Santa Monica, at least 20 units, whatever condition the building's in, they're looking for it. And also someone else, they're looking for something that's commercial or residential that can be converted into a hotel, do like a boutique type hotel. So if you have anything that might work for these unique projects, please reach out.
Thank you, Hayden. Anything else? Anything else coming up in the chat? Okay, are we rounding out? I want to say a special thank you for everybody coming this week, but a very special thank you to Carly and Cameron, because last minute they were given a number of things that even when I came in the office, they were working on and putting in together. We have a great team here in the office. Carly, Cam, and Brian, if you see them here, give them your love, let them know how much you appreciate them, because they help keep everything working in the office and they do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. So I just want to give a shout out to them. Thank you very much. Thanks for everybody coming. We went a little bit over noon. Those of you staying on for Sonia or wanting to log on to Sonia, you can go ahead and do so. Sonia said that she'd be picking that up. I think she even said she'd put the link in the chat. Everybody else, thank you for showing up and all your contributions.